Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Behind the Rojo Rope. It is about 11 p.m. here in Zhongshan, China, on July 14th. I believe that's Wednesday night. you know, um, I wanted to do a live stream. This will not be a very long live stream tonight because I have to get some rest this evening. But I wanted to check in with all the viewers out there and say thank you because today's a very special day. Well, almost a very special day. I was kind of hoping I would hit 10,000 subscribers today. Didn't quite make it. I'm about 150 short, but that doesn't mean that 9,850 of you. I don't forget about you guys. You know, I started this channel about 4 years ago, a little over maybe 4.5 years ago. And I originally just started it so that I can keep in touch with my friends and family back home. And it has grown since then, and it's become a passion of mine. It's become a very large part of my life. I spend a lot of time learning and researching to make my vlogs more interesting, to make the content more interesting for all of you. But also, it's a challenge to learn how to edit and to craft a vlog, and I've got a long way to go. I still have a lot to learn, but I'm really enjoying myself, and every vlog that I do, I hope is a little bit better than the last, and I learn something new every time, and I'm very excited for what the future has to offer. So how did I get to this point? It has been a grind, let me tell you. For those of you who do have YouTube channels, you will know how much work goes into this, but it's a labor of passion because I don't get paid to do this. This is definitely not a profit endeavor. Maybe one day it'll become that. It would be great if it did, but for the most part, this is a hobby that has turned into really a labor of love. And I want to thank everyone out there who watches, who comments, who likes all the videos, who shares it with your friends, who puts it on other websites and links and say, hey, check this one out, check this one out. It has been quite a journey and quite a ride, and I'm very excited for what the future has to offer. Some big changes for the vlog coming up because of this milestone, which I'll go to a little bit in a sec. Now, the reason why I have to go to bed early tonight is because tomorrow Mona and I are driving out to Guilin. We're going to spend a few days and the weekend in Yangshuo and enjoy everything that Yangshuo has to offer. We'll probably do dinner in the city, but we are staying down the river a little bit in a beautiful little boutique hotel overlooking the river. We hope to do some mountain biking in the countryside. We hope to do some general exploring. I've never done the raft. I know this is my third or fourth time going to the city. Mona's been there many times too, but I think Mona has done the raft, but I haven't done it yet. So this will be my first time doing the rafting journey. I'm hoping to do that. Hopefully the weather holds up. It will be a lot of people there. It's the middle of the summer vacation. The hotels are extremely expensive, and from what I gather, most of them are sold out. I mean, so we're staying at a little boutique 3-star hotel. It's beautiful. It's really nice. Hold on. And it's costing like a little over $100 a night. But I know like the more expensive hotels are upwards of $1,000 a night, and they've been sold out for a couple weeks. So we do plan on seeing an awful lot of tourists in the area, but we will not be staying in the town. We're going to be staying, again, a little bit further away from the town. And another thing that we're hoping to doing, if you follow my channel, you know I'm a big yogi. I've been doing yoga for, 13 years now. It's a big part of my life. I know with my latest gut, it's hard to see that, but no, it is a very, very big part of my life and has been for a long time. And Mona's also a big yogi. So we're hoping to do some couples yoga kind of videos in the beautiful countryside of Guilin. We're hoping to bring that to you. So we haven't practiced yet, but we are hoping to get some interesting shots. And it's just a health and well-being kind of trip. I'll share this with you. Yesterday was my birthday, and I turned 42. So I'm 42. I've made it 42 years, and God, I don't. In some ways, I feel 42. In some ways, I feel older, but in most ways, I think I feel younger. and I think that's a good thing. So I've been working so hard and traveling a lot lately that, and I originally had planned to go to Beijing for my birthday, but I feel as though I need this getaway to a serene place in the world, one that's known for health and wellness, one that's known to rejuvenate the soul. And that's what I'm hoping to get out of this. So the next 4 days, we're going to go into the countryside and get away from the city and enjoy some beautiful scenery and some incredible experiences. And hopefully I'll come back on Sunday night and be recharged and ready to hit the grind again on Monday. Thank you, Michael. Thank you for wishing me. I appreciate that. The push towards 10,000 has really come in the last week because of the my Yutong videos. I just want to say thank you to Yutong for giving me access and allowing me the opportunity to film those videos. I had a great time in the city of Zhongzhou filming. I had even more fun sitting here and editing all these videos and crafting the story to share with all of you. I put an awful lot of work into these videos, and they've taken off. In the last week, my latest video in the last week has jumped to the #1 video of my channel, and it's continuing to grow. And the response has been rather overwhelmingly positive. So thank you all very much. I've got a lot more coming. As you know, I will be taking a little holiday over the next 4 days. Obviously, I will be filming, but I won't be editing or putting out any vlogs because I'll be enjoying my little mini vacation, I guess. But coming out in the Zhongzhou series still is a walkabout of Zhongzhou, including an awful lot of Zhongzhou food. I know that's quite popular. It's a lot of fun to make food videos. So I'll be sharing a lot of that with you, as well as I started editing it. I had hoped to get it done before I left, but it looks like it won't be done until next week, which is Song Mountain, Zhongshan, and the Xiaolan Temple. Incredible experience. I only spent an afternoon there, but it was a wonderful time. I call it the Zhongshan Walkabout Fail, and you'll see why in the video. Over the last weekend, I actually went out to Huizhou. We went out and had a nice, relaxing time. Went to the beach. Let me share with you some photos. If you don't know, behind the Rojo rope is a live stream that I do. I try to do about once a week. Sometimes I miss a week. And it's to show you kind of a behind the scenes of what I'm doing and kind of a sneak peek of what's coming out on the channel in the future, as well as I share some news and I'm able to interact with all of you out there. I really look forward to it every week and enjoy doing it. So let's share some photos of some of the things that we've been doing here. Hold on. Let me get rid of that. That doesn't belong there. Where are y'all from? I got a lot of people watching. Say hi. Where are you guys hailing from? Okay, so I'll share this one first. Okay, so as you guys know, I got a mountain bike now. I still haven't been mountain biking because every time I decide to go mountain biking, something comes up and I haven't been able to do it yet. But I have this rack on the back of my car ready to go to the mountain. I'm not taking the mountain bike to Yangshuo. We plan on renting bikes while we're there. So it's just a long drive to have a bike on the back of the car. But it's on the back of my car and it's ready to go. I'm hoping to and some of my new cameras. By the way, I got a new camera bag. That's what it looks like there. I've been having this like little travel bag with like inside the bag. I've had like 4 different bags for each camera. And every time I wanted to switch cameras or find, the mic extension or something, I had to go digging through it, and it just became a huge mess everywhere I went, and it was just super inconvenient. So I finally got a camera I was able to manipulate, put it all in there, much more convenient, and it'll be on its maiden voyage this weekend. Some food porn. Gotta love sushi. Gotta love sushi. All right, so in Huizhou, we went to the beach here. This is this is almost the same beach we went to a couple weeks ago. I took some video of it. It'll be coming out in a vlog called Adventures in Huizhou, where we go biking around the river, or not a river, a lake near the West Lake. It's like a reservoir. Great time. I got to use a lot of my new camera working that, as well as going to the beach and walking around the beach, seeing the tide pools and everything. Well, we went back there and we had lunch and we spent some time at a coffee shop. But what I discovered here was some sailboats and some windsurfers. If you guys know, I'm a huge sailboat sailor and windsurfer, and I've been searching for this opportunity, and I found it in Huizhou. They have lasers and they have sabots and they have these windsurfers. We decided not to do it. The price they quoted, there was a little finagling with the prices, so we said, okay, we're not going to do it now. But I would be interested in going back here and doing it and sailing around this beach in Huizhou. Something to look forward to. A couple more food porn photos of you. Some Vietnamese food. When you're in Asia, you gotta love Asian food. It's not just all Chinese food. We have Japanese food and Korean food and Thai food and Vietnamese food. Just to make your mouth water a little bit. Let's see. Michael is hailing from California. What city? I'm from California, Michael. What city are you from, dude? I'll also show you. I've been doing some other vlogs recently. You guys liked the car factory. Well, I went to a microwave factory. But it's actually like the microwave factory in the world. It's here in Zhongshan. It's in my backyard. Really, it's 20-minute drive from the studio here. And I went there, and it's like something like half of all microwaves and refrigerators that are sold in the world are made in this one factory. So I got to go there, and one of the things that I got to see, I got to go to the manufacturing line, and I ate in the canteen with the workers. One of the things that was really, really cool, though. Oh, and I went to the cooking center too. That was really great. To see like them cook with all the the appliances that they're making. They're testing, and so they have all this food lying around. These guys just cooking up a storm. You just go in there and eat. Awesome. But one of the things they are doing at this particular plant was this. I got to meet this guy. His name is Mr. Lee. He's an engineer, and this is in the R&D department of this factory. It's called Glands. And if you've been to R&D, I've been around R&D my whole life, my mother being an engineer, and this felt just like it was when I was growing up. And this is a R&D room. You have to have like fingerprints and scanners to get in here, and they lead you into this room, this very simple room with no windows, where they were developing the world's first outer space microwave. And I thought to myself, the first thing I heard about it was like, hey, that's crazy. Of course they've had microwaves in outer space for a long time, right? Apparently not. I looked into it, and it's true. Microwaves are not a thing in outer space because of the power consumption and the risk of radiation leakage and durability things. And that's just not the way astronaut food is made in a microwave. It'd be just floating around inside, right? So it was a shock to me. And true enough, this is the head engineer who built the world's first microwave for outer space. I got to see it. Now, I couldn't film it per se because it's still rather, I don't want to say it's classified, but it is secret work. And the microwave itself just, it looks like a regular microwave, to be honest with you, but it took 10 years to develop this. Everything from the magnetron to the aluminum alloy to make it light, durable, and all the components inside to make it safe and to make it power efficient and everything. This was a 10-year project, and this guy deserves the credit, and because it was 10 years of his life to put the world's first microwave oven in outer space. And what better place to do it than at the factory where half of all microwaves made in the world are done. So it was a real treat to get to meet him. I got to ask him some questions, and he showed me some of the components and everything. It was really great. Okay. Then I went to the production line. This gentleman here, he's just one of the production managers, and I got to walk around the production line. I'm actually going to be going back to this factory in about 2 weeks. I'm going to go back because there's some things that I missed as far as the automated system. They got the world's largest completely automated appliance factory on location there. I didn't get a chance to see that. They also had, when it was built 6 years ago, it was the world's largest photovoltaic farm, single place farm on the roof of this factory. So I'll be getting a tour of that as well. So to round out that vlog, I have a couple more filming opportunities to take advantage of. Okay, let's take a look here. So Michael's from California. Daly, I want to know where Daly City is, dude, but I can't remember. Is that in the Bay Area? Daly City. I want to say it's the Bay Area. I could be wrong. God, my California geography is taking a crap right now. Thank you. Happy birthday. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Cheers. We're celebrating almost 10,000 subscribers and my 42nd birthday. Mr. Hayren says, come to Beijing. I'm based here. I do want to go to Beijing. I had plans to go to Beijing this week, but things being the way they are and how hard I've been working, we decided that going to a big city, but it just wasn't fitting in. I've been going to big cities every week, so we decided to go to Guilin instead, and something good for the soul, I suppose. Center our chi, as they say, right? Yeah, it is in the Bay Area. That's what I thought. Well, thank you, Michael, for joining me. I appreciate it, buddy. Okay, a couple more photos, and then I'll give you some news, and then we'll get off. I might as well tell you, I'm not a big fan of celebrating my birthday. People know that. But Mona was very nice, and she got me a cake. Nice little fruit cake and some gifts. She got me a belt. I needed a new belt. That's pretty cool, right? She made a very sweet video for me. Very, very sweet. But one of the things she bought was this. Let me show you real quick. Look at it. Okay. So if you see the hats that I wear in my videos, I sometimes wear a little baseball cap with my logo on it. That was a gift a long time ago from Mona. And then she got me this. All right. So now I have a sports shirt to go with my baseball hat. Now, and it fits, by the way. I have a little bit of a gut now because I need to work out some more, but no, it fits, and I will very, very proudly wear this. And I just wanted to publicly say thank you to Mona for the wonderful gift. This is lovely. I will enjoy it. I bring this up because one of the things coming up soon will be merchandise for my channel. As you guys know, the only compensation I get for this channel is through Google AdSense and donations from you on Patreon or buy me a coffee, which is very little. I mean, my Patreon's like $15 a month, right? So most of my money, and I spend more money than I make on this channel. So, and here's another thing I want to say real quick. I do not do sponsored content. That's something that I've been offered it many, many times. I've always said no to it. So in no way do I receive a fee from any of these companies that I go travel to. Okay. I literally point the camera at what I think is interesting. I say what I feel and what I think is interesting. And then I make my videos, and the content is 100% me. And that's very important to me. But if it's something for you guys, you want to support me, coming up in the next couple of weeks will be Walkabout Rojo merch. You'll be able to purchase it on the shelf underneath my channel. I'm doing the designs right now. Some of them are pretty cool, I think. Pretty simple. And it'll be an opportunity for you to get some good swag, as well as support the channel and support me a little bit. It still won't cover all the expenses. You guys know I'd like to stay in 5-star hotels, and I'm always updating my my cameras and whatnot. But it's just another thing that's coming out. I've gotten a lot of requests. A buddy of mine actually wanted me to get a onesie. Walkabout Rojo. He's joking, but I kind of want to do it just for fun. A onesie with my logo on the crotch. That's what he said he wanted. I know he jokingly said that's what he wanted, but I kind of want to do it just as a goof and give it to him. I think it would be cool. Okay. So, what do you guys think? The things I've got some long sleeve shirts, short sleeve shirts with the logo, of course, some sayings on it. Got a bunch of different kind of ideas, as well as some hats, a sweater, a hoodie, right, and some other simple merch that you'll be able to purchase on my YouTube channel and on my website, Walkabout Rojo. That should be coming out by mid-August. Okay. A couple more photos. Oh, here you go. So there's the sports shirt. Wear it proudly. Today, I had a special treat today. Today I went here. These photos are not very good. I was doing them real quick for research. Okay, so Zhongshan has a classic car museum. Who knew, right? If you don't know, in China there aren't very many classic cars. It's just an extremely rare sight. You'll be lucky to see something that's 20 years old on the roads here. In fact, most cars that are that old, you can't plate them. They won't be on the road. There are some exceptions to those rules, of course. And I did see some classic car scene in Shanghai when I was there. But here in southern China, I don't think I've seen it. So in Zhongshan, there's this museum. It's like in the basement of a mall. And I wasn't expecting too much from this. But I went in and I was blown away about some of the inventory that they had. I was so blown away by what some of the things they had here that I told the owner, I said, I'm going to come back and I'm going to make a full-on video for all of these classics. They got almost 50 cars, and that's just the cars they have on display there. 50 cars from all around the world. And he's going to give me full access to sit in them, to research them, to film them. And so that is going to be a very special treat that I'm going to get to film hopefully next week, if not the week after that, and bring it to all of you. This is going to be a very detailed, I had the opportunity to vlog it just with my little camera, but I said, you know what? This is totally deserving of higher production quality. So I'm going to go back with all of my camera gear and do proper research and do proper reviews of everything they have here. So you can see here's 1918 Packard. This one was interesting to me because I'll make it bigger here. Because growing up down the street from me was a retired gentleman who had these old Packards, and he would drive all the neighborhood kids to their proms and to their homecomings and stuff in these really, really old, and all he did was work on them all day long. That was his retired life. Great, great guy. Super, super friendly dude. Everyone in the neighborhood knew him. And that's my only knowledge of the Packard. I got to research this. Here, I'll give you a couple more. My dream car, or similar to my dream car, right? This is a 1990 Firebird. This one does have a V8. All of these cars run, by the way. They are all in running and operating condition. Many of them are actually plated, and you can drive out on the street in China. But, I was junior high during this time, but 1994, 1995, Pontiac Firebird or Camaro Z28, that, I just thought they were sexy, and I really, really wanted this car. Here's a Porsche 914. Again, these are terrible photos, but the Porsche 914 was a great, tiny little affordable mid-engine sports car, right? And I got to sit in this one today. You can see there's like a little TV screen. He actually hooked it up to a PlayStation, so you can sit in it and drive this 914 on playing Gran Turismo. So I got to race around the track a couple times. It was pretty cool. This 1918 Chevrolet Baby Grand, he actually showed video of him driving this around in the city of Guangdong. You got special permit to drive this around the city of Guangzhou. Very, very special. He said it was very uncomfortable. This special 1990 Maserati. This is one of only like 350 some that were ever built, ever, like in the world. And he's got one of them, and he says it's probably the only one in China, and I believe him. And I can't wait to show you this Maserati. Such a rare car. This is the Beiji, was it the 212 or something? This is the first one. Military vehicle. They also have another one here as an amphibious vehicle. Infinity, I think it's a Q45. I can't remember the actual. It's a Q car, and this is an actual one that they cut up and made into a sofa. They got a Rolls Royce they made into the front desk. So apparently they have a factory. They do this all themselves. Of course, they have the Hongqi, 1988. I think they have a night. Oh, this isn't the Hongqi, is it? Is this the Hong? No, this is a Mercedes. This is a Mercedes Benz. I'm sorry. This is the Mercedes. They do have two Hongqis there, and yeah, 1970s Hongqis, 74 Hongqi. Yeah, which I'm gonna get a chance to sit in and review these 1970s. I'm not gonna be able to drive them unless he allows me. He might. But one of the coolest little cars I saw was this one. This is the 1990 Toyota. I think it's called the Serra with the gull wing doors. I mean, it's heavily used and a cute little car, man. But who doesn't love those doors? I mean, fantastic. He's got some small ones. And the great thing about this museum is that it's not just a car museum. I mean, the car displays are great. Right next to it, you can see a little bit of the tail of the of a Lincoln Town Car, stretched Lincoln Town Car limousine, which everyone knows in the States. If you've ever been to a prom or a wedding, you know that one. But it's not just a museum of cars. It's a museum of all kinds of things. He's got antiques. It's like as if this guy exploded history, out of his brain and kept it all there. Amazing stuff. Everything. He's got like antique pins. He's got antique sewing machines. He's got, bumpers. He's got headlights. He's got a whole section on rear view mirrors. It's really, really a fascinating first-rate museum. It's not very big, but it's 50 cars, and they swap cars in and out as they go, and they got a lot of old cars, Ford Model Ts, of course, old Mercedes, cars that are over 100 years old. Great stuff. I'm going back there. I'm going to be filming it and bringing that to you in a future vlog. So that is what we did today. Mike's on. Thanks, Mike. Good to see you, brother. Thank you for the happy birthday wishes. I appreciate it, dude. Okay. So what else is going on? Coming up, we'll go to the news in a second here, but coming up in the future, I've got next week I'll be in Shenzhen for the auto show. There's an auto show in Shenzhen. I hope to do a series of videos on that. It's mostly going to be electric cars. So for all you electric car fans out there, that will be coming out soon. I've got the Zhongshan Shenzhen Bridge project, which was an extremely, extremely rare opportunity that I got access to film this and bring this to you. Again, all of this is like in the queue, getting ready to go because I still got to get through Zhengzhou. I got the Hamburger Hunt 2 is in the can. It's ready to go. I'll be sharing that with you as well. I got another China Randoms coming out. More food in Zhongshan coming out. Of course, the factory in Zhongshan where they make the home appliances. Another factory visit I'll be making here very shortly. And I might be going to Hangzhou. I might be going to Hangzhou and doing a series of videos up there. Can't wait for that. I'm sorry, Beijing is going to be put off again. It's someplace I do want to go this summer. Still want to go. It's just a matter of finding the time to do it. And a couple more factory visits, including one in Foshan, a big one in Foshan that I think will blow a lot of people away. So a lot of car videos still there. I've got a couple in the can. I got a couple more scheduled to film, including the Huawei car, more Dongfeng cars, a couple more Geely. There's two Geely cars, including a Lynk & Co. one that I want to do. If you don't know, Wheels Boy just did the Neo EP9. Oh my God, what a great video that was. Go check that one. Oh, thank you, Daniel. I appreciate it, man. Thanks for all your support all this time, man. You've been such a friendly guy to me, and I appreciate it, buddy. Thank you for stopping by and wishing me good wishes, dude. That's very nice of you. Yeah, Daniel Dumbrell. Yeah, very cool. And by the way, dude, next time you're in Zhongshan, I know you come out here sometimes, man. Let's get together. Oh, all right. What else is coming up? A couple other things. A lot of things brewing, man. This summer has gotten more busy than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a relaxing summer where I get to take a trip here and there or something. It hasn't been like that. I've been nonstop working. So this Guilin trip will be very, very welcome. And I'm going to film it, by the way. So more vlogs from Guilin. Yeah. More vlogs from Guilin. Okay, let's go to the news. Again, I'm not going to be on too late tonight, guys, because I got to take a trip tomorrow. Did I forget anything? I think I got everything right. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Okay, let's do the news. Some interesting news. As you guys know, I'm an English teacher, so I'm going to talk a little bit about English teaching. I hope that's okay with you guys, because some things are happening here in the space, the English teaching space. Most foreigners who live in China are English teachers. I'm a very proud English teacher. I work in a university. It's a huge something I've always wanted to do. I absolutely love my job. It's a true passion of mine. But I started in a training center in Xiaolan, working for Metin English. And I'll share this with you. Okay, so more than 60% extracurriculum institutions lack required what? Now, I did a video about this a few years ago. Many of you have probably seen it, on how training institutions lack qualified teachers. And this is still a thing. Even post-COVID, it's still really a thing. More than 60% of extracurricular institutions in China lack required accreditation in this case. China Consumer Association said adding to those classes are not necessary options for children over the summer holidays. There's been a lot of talk about this in the community lately. According to the association, as of the end of 2018, there have been more than 400,000 extracurricular institutions in China. These are like not just English training, but it's also like math training. It's music, it's science, it's art, a lot of this stuff, right? This is true. It says here, Chinese authorities have been tightening regulations on China's extracurricular industry. In May, China's top leadership called for lightening the burden on primary and middle school students, as well as comprehensive regulation of private tutoring institutions. So what's happening is the culture here for children, middle school and high school, is very, very competitive. These kids work almost 7 days a week, all day. You know, they go to school, they go to class, they do homework, and then when they go home, they go to some kind of training institution for physics or for basketball or for playing the violin or mostly for language acquisition, all kinds of things. And it's extremely stressful to be a student in China because it's so competitive when the Zhongkao and the Gaokao trying to get into these universities. And the government's recognizing this, and they're saying they want to back it out. And what it has also created is a humongous industry, private industry, for-profit private industry for these education institutions. Everyone knows this. I've been a part of this for a long, long time. And that's been the opportunity here to make money. A lot of these companies are giant international publicly traded companies. The government wants to take the burden off these kids a little bit. And so what they want to do is put the focus more on the schools to train these and take the focus off of these for-profit private institutions. This has caused a huge turmoil in the industry. They haven't come out with the rules quite yet, but there's a lot of rumor and speculation about what this means. Some places say that during holidays and weekends and evenings, these kids cannot take extracurricular classes. That hasn't come down yet, except in one city. No, where is it? I had it. Oh, it's one city that is actually, I don't have it here. It actually banned it. It banned all training centers. I want to say it's in Shaxi province, Yiwu, I think. No, I can't remember the name of the city now. Darn it. But anyways, yeah, it's going to change everything. It's going to change everything here. It's going to be interesting to see how the market finds equilibrium with these new rules coming down. because the competition and the demand will still be there, but the regulations will tightly control this entire industry. And those companies that are publicly traded, man, they're struggling on the markets. They really are. All right, let's do a couple. Let's do some other news here. I have a friend who's leaving. He's going back to Canada this week. He's going back to Canada this week. He's a really good friend of mine, and he's going back to see his family. And it's he's going to be gone for 6 weeks, and he will be coming back to China. He has an avenue to do this. So I asked him today. I said, "So what's it going to be like?" He's like, "Well," and he's fully vaccinated. When you go to Canada, you are in quarantine for 2 weeks. After the 2 weeks, he will spend 2 weeks visiting friends and family and take care of what he needs to take care of back home. Then he will come back to China because he's married. His life is here. His job is here. He's been here for, I don't know, a long, long time. And he will have to spend another 2 weeks in quarantine. So to spend a 2-week vacation to see his friends and family, he must invest 4 weeks of isolation in total. That's just the world that we live in today. And this Guangzhou is to build a makeshift quarantine center for international arrivals. I don't know if he'll be in there. If you don't know, when you do come back into China, you have to stay in these hotels, and they vary as far as quality goes. I've seen nice ones, and I've seen not so nice ones, and that you pay for. But given the high number of international arrivals in China's southern city of Guangzhou, which, by the way, in the last year has been the busiest airport in the world, the local government will build a 5,000-room quarantine center. Okay. Dr. Zhongshan, an epidemiologist and the public figure of China for his role in dealing with both the COVID-19 and SARS outbreaks, said that more than 80% of China's inbound passengers enter the country via Guangzhou. This is what it looks like. When I saw this, it kind of looks like a, I don't know, like a military barracks, right? That's what I see out of there. But the quarantine center will be built on 257,000 square meters of land in the Baiyun district, where Guangzhou Baiyun International Airport is located. That's in the north side of Guangzhou. So if you are coming to China for work or for play or just returning, chances are you have an 80% chance that you will be ushered into this facility for your quarantine period. Let's hope that it's nice. I haven't decided if I'm probably not going to go home this summer, but in the future, if I go home, I might end up in a place like this. Okay, some interior decorating. You guys know I like this kind of stuff. I think it's fascinating to see what modern homes in China look like these days. Where's this one? This one is in Shenzhen. This one's in Hangzhou. In Zhejiang. Okay, so I really dug this one. I loved the whites, the grays, and the dark wood accents with a splash of color in here. I thought it was really cool. So I just want to share some of these photos with you. This carpet here, very, very cool with the kind of a, I guess it's, God, I hate being colorblind. Is that like a taupe? I don't know. Fireplace in the middle. Totally dig that. Marble. Excuse me, very elegantly done. Interesting little bar accent right there. That's strange. I really dig the fire element in the middle, though. That's pretty homey, The living room almost kind of reminds me of like a 1970s kind of, I don't want to say a conversation pit, but it's kind of a low hanging television like that. Yeah, see this bar element right here? That's very odd. Is that a desk? Yeah, I think that's a desk right there. Check that out. Is there another? No, this is the balcony. Okay, let's take a look. See, I dig this. Okay, so when people work from home, they often will work in their living rooms and stuff, right? So you have your living room here where, your friends, your guests, your family can sit and watch TV, but you can sit behind them on a laptop and work. and enjoy the baseball game or something, right? By the way, great All-Star game. I'm a big baseball fan. If you watch the home run derby, wow, what an epic home run derby that was. Hmm. This chair, in my opinion, they're not the most comfortable chairs, but they seem to be such a design feature in mid-century modernism. Cool tub, very modern bathroom, very open. I like that. I like that a lot. Again, another kind of desk area in the bedroom. I hate this camouflage. This is just terrible, though. It doesn't belong. This camouflage background. What are they doing? That's just. I mean, if they're trying to get something for you to talk about, they found it. But man, I'm not going to say anything nice about that. Modern kitchen. Yeah, not bad. Pretty cool. A couple other photos of modern stuff. Okay, very cool. Thanks, Daniel, for dropping by, man. I do appreciate it, man. That's very kind of you, dude. Thank you, MLP. Appreciate that. He said it looks cold though, absent of any feeling, no cozy feeling. That's a good point. I've been accused of this. I'm a dude, and I really like minimalism, modernism, mid-century modernism, especially. I do like woods. Light woods is kind of my thing now, but also dark woods. And I've often been accused of having not a homey feeling in my home. So many people tell me it needs a woman's touch, but I don't think so. I think it's very clean. It feels just clean to me. That's why I like it. Here's another one I saw. Lots of more color in this one splashed around. It's not a big one, as you can see. It's about a 3-bedroom. This is a typical size of your average Chinese. I hate the painting. I really hate the artwork on that one. But what did I see here? This yellow backsplash in the kitchen. That's kind of odd. Chair that you wouldn't want to sit in. I don't even think this desk chair is very good. So not all of these are great. I mean, looks wise, it looks kind of cool. Look at, he's got an Iron Man painting in his. That's kind of a cool painting, though, isn't it? Kind of a bleeding Iron Man helmet. I kind of dig that. Yeah, that's no TV. Yeah, that's right. No TV in that one. Interesting. Yes, you're absolutely right. Don't make a mess in my house. And it's not only because I like things to be kept clean, but it's also because I hate cleaning. So don't make a mess. All right. This one kind of looks like a gamer's kind of play. I don't know, that the red door and everything looks like somebody's gaming there. All right, another thing I'm planning on doing this summer will be the Guangzhou water park. This is up near the airport. This is an indoor water park. I've been to the Chanlong water park and had a lot of fun there. It was great. I'd love to go back, but it was just like a couple of years ago that I was there. But this one is like an indoor water park and an indoor ski resort, all in one place. I want to go there probably like on like a Tuesday morning when there's less people. I can imagine. But hey, why not? Look at this. This is what blew me away. This 4D water cinema. I've never seen this before. Wild and Wet Adventure allows you to watch movies in the pool to experience the real weather conditions, such as big waves, storms, thunder, lightning, and rain, with the protagonists simultaneously so that you can involve yourself in the story. It takes 4 minutes with a 20-minute interval. 36 viewers. Those of you over 1.2 meters high can enjoy the activity. Wow. I'm curious what this is. Doesn't that look interesting? Of course, who doesn't love a water slide? Everyone loves water slides, right? Great Wave Bay. This is in Guangzhou. This looks like it's too many people. I wouldn't want to go there with this many people, so I'd probably want to go like on a Tuesday morning. Yeah, maybe, man, maybe. 199 RMB for 2 people. I think that's a great price. It's a great price to go spend an hour or two swimming around. And then, if I'm not mistaken, next to this is an indoor ski resort, which is probably where I spend most of my time. Yeah. Attention, more Chinese cities begin to ban unvaccinated people. This is something I've been hearing a lot more, and every day I hear a couple more cities are doing this. The local government in Hancheng, northwest China's Shanxi province, announced on Tuesday a ban on unvaccinated people entering key public places, including supermarkets, hotels, restaurants, public vehicles, and entertainment venues, and government halls. Persons with a certificate that shows that they are not suitable to receive the COVID-19 vaccines are excluded from the ban. The measure came in the wake of discovery of one asymptomatic case. I think you're going to see, this is my opinion, I don't know this for sure, but I do believe you're going to see a lot more of this coming this summer and especially into the fall as the schools get back into session, universities get back into session. You're going to see a lot more policies like this. There's a lot of fear out there that universities throughout the country will implement these rules. This is not just in China, by the way. This is throughout the world. They're going to implement these policies where if you're not vaccinated for COVID-19, you will not be allowed entry. That is going to happen, in my opinion. I think that will happen. I don't know for sure.
I read one news today was like they're trying to do this to encourage people to get vaccinated.
Oh, yeah.
It's not forbidden. It's not like they were not allowed to get into the shopping mall.
Well, in some places, but this is saying here that Tuesday, the ban of unvaccinated people entering key places. I know some people here in China who are quote unquote anti-vaxxers, and they don't want to get any vaccines because they think that they're dangerous, which I personally think is a little crazy. But they're going to have to do it if they want to live their lives. If they want to go to a supermarket, they're going to have to show that they've been vaccinated. If they want to go to work in their office building, they're going to have to show that they're vaccinated. And that's not happening in this city, but I don't know this city in Shaxi, but there's a couple of other ones. There's the city of Guiping in South China's Guangxi Zhongshan Autonomous Region also stipulated that to ensure campus safety, students and their family members should be vaccinated as soon as possible. Otherwise, their admission to the school could be compromised. What was that for a warning? Wow. Here's another one. According to media reports, the government of Deyang District in Sichuan Province also announced that starting from July 17th, just a couple of days from now, unvaccinated people, except those who are not suitable for vaccination, are not allowed to enter schools, nursing homes, or libraries. More cities and districts in Jiangsu, Zhejiang, and Jiangxi provinces also issued notices requiring citizens to get vaccinated as quickly as possible. They did that in Zhongshan, too. They said, everyone, go get vaccinated as soon as you can. They didn't say why. There's a huge push to do it. And it's you go down and get it. I got my second shot, by the way. I did. And it was easy. It was just, you go in, as a foreigner, I don't participate in the public medical insurance, so I had to pay, but it was only 100 RMB. Second shot, no problem, no side effects. I feel great. I've got it on my QR code, and everything seems to be good to go. Now, they are saying that there might be a booster needed next year, but we'll find out what that means. But the process of getting vaccinated is super easy. Just go down there and get it. These are massive centers, and if there's one thing China knows how to do, China knows how to manage large groups of people. to manage huge crowds, to get everyone into a building, get what they need to, and get everyone out. The flow of people and people management. This is something China knows how to do really well. If you've ever been to a train station, I mean, getting all those people in and off the trains on a timely manner and keep the on-time schedules that they do is fascinating. It really is. So they also warn that people who are not vaccinated will not be allowed to enter public venues, including schools and nursing homes, starting in late July. Get it done. Let's get it done, guys. Let's do it. This is good for everybody. We're all in it together. That's how I see it. Steve wishes me a thank you, Steve. I appreciate it, brother. Thank you so much. I love it. I love it. Thank you. Bus factory videos were super interesting. Thank you. Yeah, I thought they were. That's why I went there. People ask me, Paul, did they hire you to do that? No, they didn't. They invited me to come to the award ceremony for the Red Dot. And I thought that was super interesting. I was like, okay, well, I've never been to Zhengzhou. So I went up there, I filmed it. And they also said, hey, would you like to film the museum? It's not open to the public. And I said, yes. When I got up there, they said, no, we're not going to do the museum video because it's not open yet. And I'm like, oh, darn, right? And then after the award ceremony, they surprised me and said, Paul, go do it. I'm like, yeah, sweet, let's go do it. Then I asked, hey, can I take a ride on it? They said, yeah, come take a ride on it. Before I went up there to do all of this, I asked them, I'm like, look, if I'm going to go up there and do this, you got to give me access to the factory. And they said yes. And they gave me access to all of it. They said that they really liked my storytelling and then that they trusted me and they chose me to do this. And the access they gave me was phenomenal. And I'm super, super happy that they did it. And I'm glad you all watched it and I'm glad you all enjoyed it because, yeah, it was awesome. I loved it. It was a lot of fun making those. I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed making them. Thank you. I know plenty of anti-vaxxers too. Similar reason. Yeah. Here in China, I got a couple of friends of mine. I know people back home who are the same way. They're free to think what I personally think it's nuts, but then again, I was a troop, so I've been vaccinated for everything under the sun. I mean, you name it. The United States government, when I was a troop, put it in me. As far as vaccines go, I can travel. Other than I think Africa for the malaria thing, I think I can travel anywhere in the world with all the vaccines that I've gotten in my life. And hey, I feel fine. Hasn't changed me one bit. Oh, you like the bus museum one? The bus museum was really cool. I didn't expect. I thought I was just going to go see, okay, here's an old bus. Here's a bus that was made 5 years later. Here's a bus that was made. That's what I thought the museum. I didn't think it was going to be so interactive with these theaters and these screens and this giant history of transportation. It was a history of public transportation is what it was. Truly first-class museum. Really well done. Obviously, lots of nutcase provincial governments will announce lots of silly policies. But just like it is in any country, in the United States, this happens too. There's lots of virtual signaling. So if one announces it, another one's going to say, oh, that's a good idea. Let's do that. And it just follows like dominoes. I think there's a coordinated effort to try to encourage people to get vaccinated, which I support 100%. So are you going to get to the Guilin train, flight, or bus? Nope. We are, how do you say, Kaiju? Is that right? Kaiju. Yeah, no, we're going to be driving to Guilin in the morning. It's about not quite a 6-hour drive, about a 5.5-hour drive from Zhongshan, where I live. It's a beautiful drive. I mean, once you get out of the Pearl River Delta area through Zhaoqing, the countryside just opens up, and you're literally driving on these highways. It's a toll road, but you're driving on these highways through the Karst Mountains, almost all the way to the provincial border and into Guilin County, and it's gorgeous. It's a wonderful, beautiful drive. You set the cruise control, you listen to good tunes, and you snack and enjoy the ride. And I love driving. I think it's very therapeutic, so I'm really, really excited for it. Plus, when you're there, I mean, I've been there on the train. The train's super convenient out of Guangzhou. Once you get off the train station in the south, train, I think it's this Guilin South or something. There's another bus that takes you to Yangshuo. It's super, super easy. But to have a car when you're there, we're not staying in the city. We're staying up the river a little bit. So having a car for mobility and options is going to be great. We do plan on mountain biking in the countryside and stuff like this. So, but one of the things I love about taking trips like this is the drive to get there and the drive to come back on Sundays. So it's going to be great. All right, a couple more questions, and then I got to get off. I'm at almost an hour. It's almost midnight here, so I need to get some rest because I do need to wake up very early in the morning. We still have to pack the cooler. I still have to pack. I haven't even packed my bags yet. I'm only going for a few days, so it won't be too bad. What are your top 5 car companies in China, in your opinion? Great question. And we're talking about purely Chinese cars. I'm going to start. God, there's so many. I'm partial to my Haval. I love my Haval that's produced by Great Wall Motors. Great Wall Motors is one of the largest ones in the country. They make mostly SUVs and pickup trucks. I believe they used to make passenger cars. They might still do. They also produce Way SUVs. So I'm quite partial to them, and they're exported throughout the world. If I were to buy another car tomorrow, it would probably be a Haval. It probably would. I mean, I am looking at upgrading my current H6, which is almost 10 years old, to not a new one, but a newer H6, newer model. After that, Geely really is a car company that I love the designs and the value for the money. Geely doing some great things. They have mostly grown through acquisitions, but their homegrown Lynk & Co. is a very interesting brand. It's the designs are a little too busy for me, but I think the quality is quite good. And of course, them owning Geely, Polestar, Lotus, a couple other legacy brands out there. Geely's one to look at in the future, definitely. Chang'an is based out. I think they're based out of Chongqing. Their JV partnership is with Ford. I've never really been a big Ford fan, to be honest, even though my family is. Chang'an has some of the more interesting designs in the market. I think, the interior quality of the cars, though, they're not quite what I want them to be, but you can't deny the beautiful, beautiful lines on the Chang'an vehicles. They're great. Some of the newer car companies that really excite me, obviously NIO really excites me. I just think that the company is burning too much cash in trying to capture as much market share of the EV market here as they can. The battery swap technology is very, very innovative and very interesting. I'm just not sure it's the correct solution for long-term viability in the market. We'll find out what happens with that. They're a very interesting and very forward-looking company. Xiaopeng, they're not for me. They're great cars, don't get me wrong, but as far as the new EV market, I think that they're falling behind NIO. Li Xiang, I'm a hugely bullish on Li Xiang, Li Auto. They only have the one vehicle, but starting first quarter 2022, they're coming out with a newer vehicle, which is rumored to be a compact SUV. We'll see what it is, but I just like the way their business is run. I like the way they operate. I love the vehicle. It's a plug-in hybrid. So there's a couple other ones out there. Again, Great Wall is going into Aura. Aura's got a very interesting brand. Dongfeng, I've never really liked Dongfeng so much. I've got a video coming out of a Dongfeng S80 Pro, which is kind of a so-so SUV. It's an older model. It was debuted in 2016, and they've updated it. But lately, Dongfeng has been making some waves with some of their sub brands, and I've seen some of these cars on the road. They're gorgeous. They really are gorgeous cars. I haven't driven them. I don't have enough experience with them, so we'll go with that. BYD. I didn't even think of BYD. BYD, if they can just stop writing "Build Your Dreams" all over the car, I would love their cars. It's that "Build Your Dreams" that drives me crazy. If I can just like chisel off "Build Your Dreams" on the back of all those cars, I would be a huge fan. I just think it's kind of horrible marketing, to be honest. BYD is a great company, and they do make pretty amazing cars, especially cars for the money. Then you have, of course, Wuling. Wuling is an interesting. I don't like Wuling. Okay, Wuling. If you don't know, the best selling, the best selling electric car in the country is not the Tesla. It's the Wuling EV, the little mini one, and I don't like it. I think it's ugly. I think it's cheap. I know it's only $5,000, but I think Baojun has a better offering. I even think the Cherry has a better offering for those tiny little EVs. So I'm just not a fan of Wuling, and I've sat in the Wuling pickup truck, by the way, the Fighting. I didn't go for a ride in it, but I was thoroughly disappointed in the comfort and the drivability of that car. It's got some interesting features, it really does, but I feel like it's not a real pickup truck. It's more like one of the what do you call it? Mianbao Che, right? The bread van with a flatbed on the back. That's kind of what I see on that one. See, yeah, bunch of other ones that are making a splash. Leap Motors. I see a lot more Leap Motors on the road lately. Leap Motors, the EV brand. There's another one called Hi-Fi. It's a very expensive EV brand. Trying to get access to that one. Very interesting. If you saw the movie Infinite, I think it was called, with Mark Wahlberg, came out recently. You go watch it. It was featured. That car was featured in that movie. Very, very cool. Okay, with all that being said, guys, it's late. I've been on for an hour. I need to get to bed. It's now midnight. I want to thank you all for watching. Celebration of 10,000, almost 10,000. I hope to be 10,000 the next day or two. So be on the lookout for merch coming to my channel. Come support the channel. Thank you for watching. Share it with your friends. I really, really enjoy this experience of this channel and all the things that it is, all the opportunity it has given me. I mean, without this channel, I wouldn't be able to go to the world's biggest bus factory and be blown away. I mean, I love that stuff. I mean, that's why I went. I went because I'm truly fascinated by this stuff. I wouldn't be able to drive some really cool cars. I wouldn't be able to stay in, I probably would stay in 5-star hotels, but I wouldn't get the treatment and the upgrades and all that stuff. So this channel and your guys supporting me this, and just by watching and liking, is giving me these opportunities, and there's a lot more coming out in the near future, and it's all because of you, and I want to thank you very much for it. So this is not just a celebration of the channel, but it's a celebration of this community that we are building together and supporting. It's non-political. We don't talk about politics. That's not what this is about. This is not about us against them. This is not about Americans versus China and all that kind of crap out there. This is about interesting things in the world and peace, and showing the beauty no matter where I am, whether I'm in America, China, Southeast Asia, or Timbuktu. Doesn't matter. It's showing the beauty of the world. And I hope that's a departure from the everyday vlogs that you might see in this community. I really want to stand out and be that differentiation in this space. So thank you again, everybody, and we will see you in the future. I'm going on vacation. I'll be back next week. So look out for some more vlogs coming then. We'll see you then, guys. Bye.